Dr. Laura Smith, who is a presidential historian at the University of Oxford and assistant teaching professor at Arizona State University, joining us from Phoenix, Arizona right now. Doctor, what is it about former President Trump that excites this level of animosity or indeed potential assassinations? Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I mean, the thing is, I keep hearkening back to the last time we had a president who was the victim of 2 assassination attempts very quick off the bat from each other, and that was, of course, Gerald Ford. And again, that was this sense of a disillusioned public, very fractured over foreign policy, fractured over the fact that they'd had an ex-president, Richard Nixon, go off into the sunset in comfort in California rather than being impeached and removed. He obviously resigned. And so a part of this sense of, what is it with Donald Trump? Again, we have a very disillusioned public. We have angst over the economy. There's a lot of anger out there, and there's a lot of mental health issues, especially after the pandemic as well. Obviously, Donald Trump makes very strong rhetoric and evokes a lot of very strong feelings, but there's a lot of context that goes into that too.
What can the authorities, what can the American political system do to try and calm the mood to a degree?
That's the struggle. I mean, we are, 60 plus days from an election. You don't get much calm at this point. I think that one of the issues is President Biden keeps repeating the sense of, this isn't American. This isn't what's in our history. And the problem is that doesn't smack as true. You're talking about a country that was born of political violence, that went through a civil war and has had presidents assassinated before. So I think coming to terms with that history and really rackling with it is the way forward, rather than giving a sense of calm that is not there.
You rightly reference we're 60-odd days and counting. What might this do for polling?
Well, certainly you're right. Donald Trump is going to get a lot of media focus on this. He could potentially get a boost as well, in the sense that, for example, I have an evangelical friend in Iowa. She is not someone who feels very strongly about Donald Trump, but after the first assassination attempt messaged me and said, no, pass me the MAGA hat. And this is sense of feeling robbed of the chance to actually vote for the person of your choice. So some Republicans who you may have lost now feel that actually I need to come out for democracy, very much in stark contrast to the message that Democrats have been pushing.
Grateful for your time today. Thanks, Dr. Laura Smith, presidential historian at the University of Oxford, assistant teaching professor at Arizona State University, joining us from Phoenix, Arizona.